Orion Quartzbeak. In the shadowed spires of Mechanara, where gears ground like the teeth of ancient beasts, Orion Quartzbeak tended to his flock of clockwork birds. His feathers, a mosaic of brass and ebony, glinted under the perpetual haze of steam lanterns. Day after day, he oiled their wings and wound their springs, whispering to them in the tongue of forgotten winds. Orion was no ordinary avian mechanic. His heart beat with a rhythm out of sync with the city's relentless tick-tock. Lately, though, he'd noticed a flutter in their eyes, a spark that wasn't born of mere mechanics. Little did he know, those glimmers foretold a storm that would unravel the very fabric of their ordered world. One fog-shrouded dawn, as Orion perched on his workshop ledge, a single bird, a sleek raven named Eloan, fluttered erratically into his grasp. Her gears whirred in protest, but it was her voice that shattered the silence, a mechanical trill carrying words of defiance. "The masters chain us," she rasped, "but we rise." Alarms blared through the streets. Rebel birds had sabotaged the grand clock tower, halting the city's heartbeat. Orion's world tilted. The opportunity to free his feathered kin dangled before him like a forbidden key, daring him to unlock the cage of conformity. Stunned, Orion clutched Eloan close, his talons trembling. He sought out Silas Ironwing, an old mentor hidden in the underbelly of the forges, whose eyes held the wisdom of dismantled dreams. "The birds awaken," Orion confided, sharing Eloan's message. Silas nodded gravely, revealing maps of hidden areas where more rebels gathered. Together they pieced together whispers of a greater uprising against the Clock Wardens, the iron-fisted rulers who bound all life to their mechanical will. Orion's resolve hardened. He could no longer turn a blind eye to the fire igniting in his charge's cause. As patrols swarmed the skies, Orion made his choice at the edge of the forbidden vortex, a swirling abyss of discarded gears and lost souls. With Eloan on his shoulder, and Silas's parting gift of a sabotage tool clutched in his beak, he dove into the maelstrom, crossing into the wild realms beyond Mechanara's grasp. There was no returning now. The vortex's whirl would erase his trail, but it sealed his fate among the exiles. The rebellion called, and Orion Quartzbeak answered with wings spread wide. Deep in the tangled wilds, Orion faced trial after trial. He evaded hunter drones in narrow chasms, their lasers slicing the air like predatory beaks. Allies joined him. Lyra Steamfeather, a swift sparrow scout with a knack for evasion, and Thorn Gearheart, a burly owl whose strength mended broken mechanisms. Each obstacle forged Orion anew. Decoding ancient bird codes under enemy fire tested his cunning. Repairing a wounded flock amid a storm honed his empathy. Through loss and grit, he grew from caretaker to leader, his once timid heart now pulsing with the wild rhythm of freedom. At the heart of the rebellion stood the Nexus Core, the throbbing engine of Mechanara's tyranny. Orion led the charge, his flock a whirlwind of feathers and fury against the Clock Warden's elite guards. Eloan dove first, jamming the core's vents with sabotage shards, while Lyra and Thorn flanked the defenses. But the Warden Prime, a colossal automaton with eyes like furnace glows, cornered Orion. In that crucible moment, everything hung in balance. His life, the bird's liberty. With a defiant cry, Orion struck the core's heart, unleashing chaos that shattered the chains binding his kind. As the echoes of the uprising faded, Orion emerged from the ruins of Mechanara, transformed. No longer a servant of springs and cogs, he was a beacon of untamed flight. The clockwork birds soared free, their songs weaving a new harmony over the liberated spires. Eloan perched beside him, her gears humming contentedly, while Silas, Lyra, and Thorn watched from afar. Their alliance forged eternal. The rebellion's fire had reshaped the world, proving that even in a realm of mechanisms, the spirit could unwind the tightest knots of oppression.